because he didn't want to get teased. But everybody had to bring in a decorated box. Because he didn't want to get teased. But everybody, there we go. Okay. So he may be traumatized from that, or I know that when we were kids, everybody didn't have to give everyone a Valentine's Day card. It's just some people would get them, or they had like the secret, like not Secret Santa, but they'd have like somebody like give you like a special little Valentine's treat or whatever with a little message. And there was always the hope that you would get one, but you never did. I mean, some people did, but sorry, I'm channeling again and not talking. I can't stand that I'm doing this. Okay, I need to stop this. So just a scar, like, like all of your friends had a boyfriend and you didn't have a boyfriend, or your friends tried to set you up with their creepy friend that didn't have a girlfriend. There's a reason why he didn't have a girlfriend, because he was weird and creepy. It's just this forced holiday. So just imagine the bricks I'm imagining from age 1 or 0 all the way through to my 48th year, which is this year. So I see like my first year, there's like a crinkled up box, and then I see like from 10, 17, 21, 23, 25, 27, 30, 41, 43, 44, and 45, 46, and 47. Okay, I'm scarred from every single Valentine's Day. Although I don't remember anything bad happening those days. But what we're going to do is that visualization that you have, whatever you're visualizing, those boxes, the ones that are like messed up or whatever, you're just going to ask. All you have to do is just say A, B, C. That's all you have to say. A, B, C. And it's going to bring down energy from the divine. It's going to bring in that original life force energy that it needs to be. And it's going to heal each one of those years, removing those scars from you. Because it's affects you when you're scarred on the level of love, and then we start to think, oh, that's love, and I don't have love. And yeah. So just run the energy that just ABC, and I see like a big, huge, bright, like block coming down and going boom into like that first year, and then the next one, and then the next one. It's just kind of coming in and like landing in the place of the block. Oh, geez. What kind of blocks I'm seeing are these guys right here. Blocks like that. If you guys want to like visualize little blocks like that, like kids blocks or whatever. It's kind of what I'm visualizing, but I'm visualizing kind of all in a row. If you have to like look at that background and just see that in your head and then say, show me any scars that I have from Valentine's Day. That could be related to somebody not asking you out. That could be related to breaking up on that day. There's so many people that break up on Valentine's Day, and there's so many people that get engaged on Valentine's Day. It's just one of those days where there's so much expectation, and if it doesn't live up to it, we get kind of bummed. Bella, come here. There's the blocks. Yay. Oh, sorry, Sophie. I don't know. Sorry about that. Wait. Here, Bella. Here. Good girl. How cute is she? Don't lick my face, please. Mm, I don't like it. So this is a simple and easy way for you guys to get into like your full self. And this is going to be the same way that you guys are going to heal those pieces of you that we wrote about earlier, where those like I should have been with this person, or I should have been that with that person, or the first thing that came to my mind was like that hot dog stand thing that the company my dad had. So I'm going to do the same thing with that. I'm just going to kind of visualize whatever it is that needs to be healed in my life, that in my landscape, call it my landscape. Like show me my landscape and show me anything that needs to be healed in relation to anything that we did today in class, like anything. And you're just going to kind of see like little blocks around you. And then in your mind, you're just A, B, C. That's all you're going to say, A, B, C. And like perfect, 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 perfect block is going to come from wherever, come down and land on each one of those blocks that need to be healed. And those could be fragments of you, those could be pieces of your spirit, those could be demons, they could be entities, it could be earthbound spirits, they could be anything. And that's the cool thing about becoming this aspect of self is that we don't need to know what we're healing. We just need to know that we're healing something. And we just need to ask for our landscape, ask to see the landscape in which we're living, and ask to see what needs to be healed in relation to today, in relation to this class today, and our mind will do it for us. It's like an AI. It's like an AI in our brain. It's going to do it for us. And all we have to do is just witness and watch it. And if you can't see, I don't know what to say. But I think everybody can will with their mind a visualization of like imagining that there is a block there and that a big block is coming down and like dissolving it or healing it or whatever, right? I mean, I can't visualize what the desk will look like if I move it over there, unless I actually move it over there so I get it. I can't see like practical things. I can see energy and spirits and chords and all that stuff, but I can't know what a picture is going to look like unless I actually put it on the wall to see what it looks like, which is why I move furniture so much, apparently. Yep, ABC. That's it. Say ABC. And it's A and then it's BE and then it's SEE, but you can just say ABC, ABC. ABC is kind of like the quote unquote mantra for this class that we're going to be doing from Monday to Friday, where you guys are going to be accessing this energy from A, which is what many of us would call like the Holy Spirit or the divine. A is like they say it's the note in which our souls vibrate at, or their harmony is attuned to is A. A is our creator self. Interesting. So I just had you guys practice with Valentine's Day, any scars. Now you can go through and you can say, like I said, show me my landscape. So you're just going to imagine your landscape. You're going to imagine what it looks like around you. You could see an ocean, you could see a desert, you could see an island in the middle of the ocean, you could see a castle, you could see under the water, you can see wherever it is. Just like show me my landscape, show me where I am existing right now. And once you see your landscape, like I said, anything in relation to this class today that needs to have the ABCs, the ABC technique done to it, anything in relation to today, show me in the form of something and just imagine whatever. You can imagine rocks or you can imagine, you know, whatever, piles of dirt or like just whatever. Just your brain is going to, you need to be open and free enough to allow yourself to think what it's going to think. And you need to allow yourself to see what you're going to see without giving it a framework and without going, well, Marissa says we need to see this. And Marissa says we need to see that. It's like, yeah, I say that, but you really just need to see whatever you're going to see. And the key here with this type of healing is that I'm teaching you guys this next week and today, obviously, is that you need to be open and willing to see whatever, whenever. And that's not the case with most of you guys. Most of you guys are like, only if it's for my highest and best good. Protect me, protect me, protect me, protect me, protect me. It's like nothing's going to get you. There's not going to be any like horrible energy that's going to come and get you if you are trying to do a meditation. You're trying to witness and see. You may see something scary, And if you don't want to see anything scary, then you can say that prayer or whatever. But most of the time we pray ourselves into this like blind little corner where we're so afraid to see anything or feel or experience anything that we block ourselves from feeling and experiencing those things. So we're going to ask that each person here today and in the future that listens to this, it's asked. So I'm going to ask and request of the creator of all that is that each individual be able to release fear and know what it feels like to not feel fear. Sorry, I'm just watching as everyone's doing it. And I'm releasing the fear. Okay. Releasing the fear of seeing, releasing the apprehension, and understanding and knowing that this is reality. This is the real world. That those who are naysayers or those that talk it down are those that likely believe it more than even you do, but don't understand it. Understand and know that as we bring instant healing into each individual that's here today and those watching in the future, as we bring instant healing into each individual now. We release all the crystalline structures that are blocking the meridians, blocking the chakras, and blocking the body from ascending with the planet. We ask that each individual that's here now and in the future removing crystals from like number one's hands, number seven's like tailbone, number 11's belly button. It's like there's these crystalline things stuck inside. I guess today is just all about getting you guys all energetically prepared for next week or something. Number 20 had a crystal in their third eye. What we'd like for you to do now is to ask again to see your environment, and it can be a snow globe. It can be anything. It can be like this picture. I keep picturing this. Like a snow globe. So let's say that's my environment right there. I'm just going to visualize that in my mind. Okay. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It doesn't have to mean anything. It's just an environment. Okay. So you're placing yourself into a space where you have an environment that you can kind of control with your mind. You can imagine like a seashell being on the beach, and then you can see it, something from up above, the ABC, say ABC, and then something from up above comes down and goes and picks it up and takes it away. You can see maybe planes flying through the sky, and you can see the energy come down and go and pick up the airplane and take it away, or whatever it is that you want to see. You just have to allow yourself to see whatever you need to see. You need to be open and able to do that. Okay, sorry, I'm just watching to make sure everyone gets this. So is anybody having an issue deleting any of like anything, or having a hard time like focusing on like all the things? What you can do is you can take your list that you wrote earlier and you can just say, show me my list as something in my environment, my list of all my things that you wrote down, and then just say ABC, and boom, something will come down and dissolve it, and then it's done. That's easy. That's like a Brittany way. Brittany would be like, can't we just do it all at once as a list? I'd be like, yeah, actually you can, lazy. I love Brittany. Background. Estrella is Spanish for star. Oh, the Valentine's Day gram. Yes, those were the worst. I never got one. If you see something scary, dissolve it. Say, show me that thing is something that freeze it. Me and Scott freeze it. We'll say freeze if it's something scary, and it'll be like, oh, it freezes. And then just say ABC and bring that energy in from above and just see its way out. See it out of your existence. Because in this energy that I'm teaching you guys to get into, this next week in this 5 day class. The reason why it's a 5 day class is because I'm going to go through like, the very like basics of like, how do we explain this stuff to our loved ones and friends? And how do they like, like the very basic stuff, like kind of that I go through in like Reiki 1 sort of. But I'm doing this so that I can channel this class so that we can then turn it into a kids class too for Yanni or for whoever's um, yeah, for Yanni, because she's going to be teaching this to kids and parents and stuff like that. So I wanted to teach this class, just channel it, and then we're going to convert it into more of like a family-based class, which will be cool. And the reason why I want to use just like the simple ABC energy is because I don't want to have to attune people to Reiki in order to have them be able to heal themselves. I want them to be able to just visualize something, and I want it to be the highest possible frequency energy that they can possibly attain and attune themselves to, without being attuned to Reiki and without being attuned to like other, you know, things from class. Like I want people to be able to just be like, all ABC, boom, it's gone. It's like, yay, it's gone. Um, Kind of like the intuition 101 energy that me and Bill channeled about a long time ago. It like included all the source codes and everything. It's like we didn't have to remember the source codes. All we had to do was say intuition 101. And it was like, boom, everything was like gone and done. It was awesome. I loved it. Um, yeah. And this is how we cleared the family members that we wrote down too. Yes, exactly. So well, I was going to do that with you guys though. So the family members that we wrote down, I'm going to have you guys pull them up one at a time right now. And we don't know what we're clearing them of. We don't know what we're clearing ourselves of. We are just bringing ourselves into alignment with our soul's path, our soul's mission, where we should be, what we should be at this point in our life. Any of these pieces of us that were like, like little fragmented pieces that were like hanging off of us, we've now pulled them into us, or we've dissolved them completely and they don't exist anymore, or we've pulled them into us. We don't know. And that's the key here. We don't know, and we need to be okay with not knowing. Trying to know everything is what blocks us from healing ourselves, because I want to know how long it was there. I want to know what it was, why it was, what was there, what was causing it. Was it a ghost? Was it an entity? Was it a spirit? What was it? What was blocking me? And why did my guides, protect me? And why didn't I protect me? It's like just let your ego just like let go of all that, and then just see the healing into existence. So with your family members that you wrote down that you wanted to heal, you'll just call them each forward as like a little mannequin. So I'm like calling forward my mom. Okay. So I see my mom. So first call forward like a mannequin in your mind. You just kind of see a mannequin or a block or whatever. You can say, show me my template. Show me the template I'm going to be using to clear my family and friends. So mine looks like a mannequin, and it's like standing like in like the pose where like when you disco dance, like the hand is on the hip and the hand is in the air. That's funny. And so I'm like, okay, that's my template. Show me my template. And then I'm going to say, okay, that it's now my mom, and it's going to turn into whatever. And I see a bunch of leaves growing out of her and everything. And she's like a tree, kind of. So then I'm just going to say ABC, energy's going to come down, boom, boom, like clear her, do whatever, turn her into whatever she needs to turn into. And then it's going to come over and do the same thing to me, because we're clearing ourselves in relation to that person as well. So then I'm going to get cleared and healed. My arm went from being up in the air to both hands on my hips. Now I'm like a superhero. And so we're both standing there like superheroes, and we're both clear. Now I'm going to call forward my dad. Show me a template. I see the person with their hand in it, like this disco pose, and show me Papa. Papa's kind of like half of a rock. He looks like what are those things called? What are those candies called? They're like the grossest candies. You always get them like at Halloween. And you're like, oh, I want to trade these. Not milk duds. I can't remember what those candies are called, but he looks like one. So I'm going to say ABC, and the energy is going to come down. It's going to clear him. Whoa, jeez, that was weird. And then it's going to come and heal me. then the next I'll say Jeff. Jeff's in the what? I don't know why everyone's in that disco pose. A B C. Oh, weird. Okay, so it's clearing Jeff, and then it just cleared all of Vegas. That was weird. And it's looping back around to clear me. And then when that person's done, then call forth your template again. It could change or it could stay the same. I'm going to call forth my kids. Anya, Madison, and Matthew. Matthew's a tree too. Madison is, and what are those candies called? Can't think of what they're called. Yeah, you guys are just calling forth the different family members one at a time, and it's clearing them. And if you don't have their permission to do it, you're just clearing yourself in relation to them. And we think thoughts about our family members all the time. And if our thoughts are not good, we're inflicting that on them. So this is a lot of like our thoughts that we have about them between the two of us, are getting cleared. If you think that one of your kids is just a total smarty pants and you can't handle they act this way and that way, like your thoughts about them being that way is actually creating them into that. So by clearing out the energies between you and family members, it's actually helping them to be more in alignment with their soul's path. You have a large family. You don't have to see them one at a time. If you wanted some insight on them, though, you would. But you can literally call forth your entire family into a stadium, say ABC, and clear the entire thing. But if you wanted like some insight, like I just got some insight into Madison and Matthew by doing them separate. But if you want to call like forth like your entire family, like me, I'm going to call forth like my aunts and uncles and like all like the not super close family into like a big huge like Morris and Chavez like stadium or something like that. My Anya's a chicken. It's weird. And like they said, our pets carry our original star inside of them. So they bring to us our original frequency of that which we are when we enter into this reality and into this world. So you can ask to see a template that you would see as your pets. I'm like looking in everybody's fields now. I'm like, number 7, what are you doing? You're sitting in like a petting zoo or something. It reminds me of like the rooms that you go to when you're in church and you drop the kids off at childcare or whatever, but it feels like there's like a lamb in there. Oh my gosh, am I in like a manger? 7. Interesting. Seven is good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to channel the guides while you guys continue to clear your families. I'm going to leave the space open for you guys to continue to heal that. And then you can ask anything else that you need to do this technique on. Like, is like, show me my landscape. Is there anything else? Anything else that I need to see a template for? Like, again, we're going to go into like learning what it is that we're seeing and all that next week. But today it's just boom, boom, getting things in, clearing them, like cleansing them, getting your frequency to where it needs to be, getting your vibration up, and then just getting yourself into a space where if something's bothering you and you're like, this is really bothering me, like it's really bothering me that this person at work is talking garbage about me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, show me my landscape, show me whatever issue they're having with me and I'm having with them. Like, just show me a template and show me what it is right now. And then you'll see like, your template turn into something gross and then just the ABC, boom, clears it, cleanses them of whatever it is that they're going through, cleanses you, breaks up all the gross stuff between you, and you can move forward. And then you can probably talk about it without getting emotional and upset. Oh, hopefully this will work good when my husband starts nagging at me every day after like 8 o'clock at night. He gets so grouchy and he's like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." I'm gonna be like, show me a template for his nagging. Okay, ABC, bam, done. Oh, Danielle, you were like in a manger or like a childcare like place. There was a lamb there. Or was it a goat? Oh, you're a goat. You're the year of the goat. Interesting. I was seeing it as the room at the church where the babies are left, like the infants are left. It's like the infant room. Um, and I was seeing the person sitting there, and I was seeing like kind of like a lamb sitting there in there, and I was like, "What's going on in there? This is weird." I kept getting pulled into that. That was number seven. So I'll just say whatever that is that a template for something I hear yes, and I hear okay, ABC, boom, clear it. And I see you. Sorry, I keep seeing you pregnant, don't I? Sorry. I mean, it is what it is. She's like, we are done. The other day, it's like I could feel like the talk to the hand coming through like the computer when she was like, "Oh, we are done with kids." I'm like, I don't think so. That's not what the kiddo that's over there on that other side says. Oh, look at Susan say, "Yay, Grandma." Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the show with my dad today. Let me see if they told me what time. Oh, oops, I